Welcome to the Dirttime channel. I'm Alan Halcon.
I'm Dude
Wow,
McClain.
okay, he screwed this wood again. What are you smoking?
Yeah, what are you
I can't
smoking?
talk about that.
Okay, I'm Alan Halcon.
I'm Dude McClain.
I'm Christopher Nyargash.
And today we're going to talk some more with Dude about some of the ba, the he, the ba, the na.
Some of his
That
books.
is
That's very
Apache
good,
for... That sounded like Apache. It could have been Apache, huh?
It's Chickarara Apache, not really.
No, Chiricahua, not Chicacabra.
Whatever.
No, Chupacabra Apache. That would be fun.
Chupacabra. You're speaking Chupacabra. I believe it. Okay, dude.
All right, dude, share with us some of your other books.
What have you got?
Are we going on? Okay. Normally, what we've talked about so far is a lot of primitive books. We've done medicine books. We've done outdoor wilderness books and so on. These are more self-reliance books. And they're going to kind of cover a wide range.
Wait a minute, all those books that we've talked about
they're self-reliance too. Yeah, I agree. They're self-reliance too. Don't bury the hatchet in my head, okay? And anyway, these are slightly different and maybe a little more aggressive, if you will.
Okay, I'd like to see what they are.
Okay.
Oh wait, hark! The wind. It's screwing up our microphone. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Okay, go.
Okay, go. So this is Ragnar's Big Book of Homemade Weapons. This is by Ragnar Benson.
So, like, if you want to make a grenade launcher, this is the book.
This is the book.
Okay.
This book is really pretty good. There are some things here a little far out. You wouldn't be able to get
if
the
you want to make
materials
napalm, this is the book.
And
does it talk about booby traps?
It talks about booby traps. It talks about a lot of things that's mostly against people. And so a lot of you would be interested in this book. It's pretty good.
It's all legal
What do you
stuff,
mean? A lot of you would be interested. We have an innate hate towards people? Is that what we are suggesting?
Generally speaking, this is by James Ballou. James has written a lot of books, and this is about your workshop skills for survival and self-reliance. And it shows you in here how to make some of these tools, what to do with them, what you may need or might not need. And we never really have enough tools. There's a lot of talk about having weapons and ammo and all that stuff, but in fact, the tools you're really going to use the most are things you'll find in this kind of book.
And what is his premise? Is like society goes to hell, you have to make stuff from scrap?
If it's a collapse, that's what'll happen. This has an introduction in it by Charlie Ritchie.
And you can't go to the neighborhood hardware store kind of idea.
Well, the neighborhood becomes a hardware store.
Yeah, the neighborhood is the hardware store. That's right.
All right. You won't be laughing when the neighborhood is a hardware store.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
This is a book by Matthew Stein, When Technology Fails. This is kind of interesting because technology could fail. The biggest failure we could have is the power grid going down.
Well, so far our government has failed.
A manual for
That's another subject.
A manual for self-reliance and planetary survival.
Yeah, this is pretty good. They cover a lot of primitive things, what you can do technology-wise without electricity. And without, people forget what we do with electricity. Turn your lights off for a weekend.
Well, what did people do before?
Operation Blackout.
Yeah.
You remember Operation Blackout? I wrote that. Yeah.
Yep.
Wild foods. That's right. First, raising animals. Right. Figure fours.
As a matter of fact, Christopher, I think I read a caption in there about wild foods. I could have sworn it was lifted from one of your books word for word.
It might have been.
Well, no, that's the copying is the greatest flattery, of course, right?
Of course.
He meant. Let me see if I'm in the index.
One of the things is this book. It's not in there. This book here is how to design and build an underground home for $50 and under.
In 1962?
No, in inflation this might be $100 and under. This book is interesting too. It's illustrated a lot, got a lot of photos in it.
Now, why would someone want to build an underground home? Very efficient home.
Very efficient. It'll keep you warm. It'll keep you cool. It's easy to hide it. You can build how to build it into a hillside, how to get the support so you can throw dirt over the top of it.
You know who has a home like that? Cody Lundin.
Does he?
Partly,
yeah.
Partly. Anyway, this is a pretty good book. It's been around for years. Very good book. The other one that I have here is The Complete Modern Blacksmith by Alexander Wagers.
You know, your utility bills are very low in an underground house.
And with no economy,
no heating, no cooling,
you're not going to have. Yeah, exactly. This book is really good. It teaches you the art of blacksmithing.
Okay.
And
I'd like to learn that.
There's a lot of things that's fairly easy to learn about blacksmithing.
You know, Rick showed us a little bit at one of the Dirttime events.
At one of our Dirttimes, Rick Palm brought a
kiln.
Well, we also had Jason Hawk that was doing stuff just with junk. That was some really interesting stuff.
Every town in the old days had a blacksmith.
That's
Just
right.
like today, every town you go into Mexico and some of these places, there's like
There's
an
a mechanic.
auto shop
Sure.
everywhere. He's the auto mechanic of the past, is the blacksmith.
Well, we have auto shops here.
We do, but not like in Cuba. What is your point?
Cuba, they have stuff that's 50, 60 years
All
old.
right,
That's
all right.
why they need this.
Carry on.
This is Ragnar's Action
You
Encyclopedia.
could be the next Cuba.
I could be. The next time you
Yeah.
interrupt me, I'm going to have to punch you in the...
Sorry about
You know
that.
what? The next time he interrupts you, I'll hold him so you can punch him.
Would you like my cigarette?
This
Here.
book gives you a whole bunch of ideas about things you could do to make a living in
Really?
a collapsed society.
I could use some
or
extra
otherwise.
part-time income.
That's right.
My DVDs that Alan has made aren't selling as well as they could be.
Well,
probably a
if you
reason
wouldn't
for
be
that.
giving them away like you are, we wouldn't have, you know.
What am I giving them away?
I saw them on YouTube.
Well, no, that's somebody
This
else's.
book is a fun book. Okay? Bam! This book is a good book. It's fun. It gives you a lot of ideas. Some of it's a little pie in the sky,
firearm making.
etc.
What-
Yeah, it'll do that.
Yeah.
Show you a lot of different things to do.
Well, does it show you how to make a zip gun?
And Benson has been around forever, you guys. He's
Yeah.
got a lot of really interesting books.
And this is another Ragnar Benson book.
Trapping, crossbows. This is good. You didn't mention some of the good stuff.
No, that's for them to do.
Shotguns. This is good. This is good. I like it.
This is a crash course on life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Did I write that book?
No, this is Ragnar Benson.
Oh,
Well, first
okay.
of all, you got to be happy to write that book.
Yeah, you have to be happy
I'm
to
very
start
happy.
with.
Well, I'm not happy in the traditional sense.
But he goes
Not in the 1880s.
Not well.
he goes into everything from photography.
We'll talk to Hugo about that. Okay. What? He goes into what?
I forget. Next.
Okay.
This book is Making Native American Hunting, Fighting, and Survival Tools by Monty Birch. This is really interesting. It goes into the more primitive things than these books do, although these are kind of semi-primitive self-reliance skills.
But you
so
know,
is this. But
you
this
never
tells
know
you,
where somebody starts. Sometimes
well,
they want to
it
start
depends
with...
on what you have available.
Exactly.
So this book goes into digging tools, axes, knives, hide scrapers, spear points, shields, chisels, fish traps.
This is.
bolas,
I
everything.
really like this book, by the way.
Yeah.
This is a really cool book.
Yeah, it's very good. It's a very good book. And so that's available. So anyway, that's it on the books, if you heard anything that we said at all. And if you didn't, there's a test we're going to do with this.
Yeah.
All right?
Very good illustrations.
I'm Alan Halcon, Dude McLean, Christopher Neergesh. We'll see you next time on Dirttime.com.
Check your 3.
That way.
That's why I went like that.
Christopher went that way.
You did?
Yeah.